Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy RHENO coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be how to use your power. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. Listen, y'all. This video is simply about how you can use your power. Alright? Now listen, I ain't talking about no special type of power. Yes, sir, I ain't talking about no Goku, ha. I ain't talking about flying and supernatural powers. I'm talking about what's inside you. Okay? I'm talking about the greatest version of you. I'm talking about that person that you haven't even met yet. Yes, sir, I need you to understand something. If you watching this video, you watching this video for a very important reason. And I want to pull what's out of you. Alright, I want to pull what's on the inside of you out of you, okay? And if you're watching this video, it's about to happen in a matter of 15 to 20 minutes. Yes, sir. But listen, y'all already know how we do. I need y'all to leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. And not only that, but definitely drop in the comments and say I'm powerful. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say I'm powerful. All right, now listen, y'all, we're about to talk heavy. All right, so the first way of using your power is simply going to be this, y'all. Number one, you have to unleash the beast inside you. Yes, sir. Listen, let me tell you again. You got to unleash the beast that's inside you. See, everybody have a person inside them that they haven't even met yet. Okay, everybody has a person inside them that they haven't even met yet. I'm talking about you got a great person inside you. You got the hook inside you. You have a you inside you 3.0, but you haven't even met that person yet. Why? Because of the people that's probably around you, okay? Probably because of the environment that you're in. And maybe it's because of the situations that you're currently going through. But I need you to understand something. Your current situation is not your final destination. Yes, sir, you're going to have to unleash the beast that's inside you. Let me tell you a time why I had to unleash the beast inside myself, y'all. All right? I had to unleash the beast that was inside me when I decided to take the leap of faith. Okay, and leave from a small town called Douglas, Georgia, all right, and move to Atlanta, Georgia, where I ain't know nobody, all right. See, one of the best ways to unleash the beast inside you, you got to put yourself in an uncomfortable position, all right. You have to place yourself in an uncomfortable position, meaning you got to place yourself in the environment where you don't know nobody. You got to place yourself in an environment where you can't go back just, in a skip and a hop. You can't just go back just because you caught a taxi or you caught your Uber. No, you're going to have to put yourself in an environment to where you have no choice but to depend on you. You're going to have to unleash the beast. See, when I came to Atlanta, I didn't have no friends, no family. I take that back, y'all. I don't want to lie to y'all. I take that back. I had an auntie up here, but she lived on the other side of Atlanta, and later on she moved to New York. But case in point, she was here for a particular time, and when she was here, I wasn't able to get to her like that. That wasn't Douglas, Georgia. See, Douglas, Georgia, my grandmama stayed right here, and my mama was right here. So I could walk to my grandmama's house. I can walk back to my mama's house. No, see, when you move to another city, you can't just do that. You got interstates involved. Yes, sir, you got highways involved. All right? You can't just walk around the corner. Everything gets spread out. And I don't know if y'all know anything about Atlanta, but if you go in Atlanta, everything is at least 25 to 30 minutes away. All right, so I'm here with no car. All right, I'm here with no family. I'm just here by myself. I had to unleash the beast that was inside me. I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm gonna tell y'all on this particular video, because y'all my folks. Let me tell you this. When I was here, y'all, I didn't have no car. Okay, so that means I had to, whenever it was groceries, whenever I had to go get groceries, guess what I had to do? I had to go to Walmart and go get my groceries. Okay, I'm talking about walk to Walmart. Had to walk like 1.5 miles, 2 miles. Go to Walmart, then come back with groceries with a buggy. All right, had to push the buggy all the way to my to my apartment. All right, so what I'm saying is that I had to unleash the beast inside me. I had to push harder. Yes, sir, and especially if nothing is given to you. If nothing wasn't given to you, make sure you drop in the comments and say nothing was given. Yes, sir. If nothing was given to you, Make sure you drop in the comments and say nothing was given. I'm not saying that, you're better or worse, okay? And I'm not saying that the person who had things given to them is a bad person. I'm not saying that. But see, it's something about when nothing was given, you have a little bit more grit. Yes, sir, you got to grind a little harder. Yes, sir, and you have to depend on you a lot more. You don't have no safety net, all right? You don't got no safety net. You're going to have to unleash the beast that's inside you. You're going to have to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, right? I'm not saying put yourself in a compromising situation, but put yourself in an uncomfortable situation so where you can unleash the beast inside you. Okay, somebody been depending on somebody for too long. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know I'm talking to somebody. Yes, sir. You don't put yourself in a position, whether you're a female or male, but you done been dependent on somebody for too long. You done been dependent on your parents for too long. You done been dependent on that spouse for too long. You done been dependent on that Section 8 for too long. It's time for you to unleash the beast inside you. Okay, now check this out. If you content and you happy with where you are, then cool. You have no need to unleash the beast that's inside you. But see, one thing about a person who's ready to unleash the beast inside them, that means that they're ready and willing to do whatever it takes, okay, to pull that person that's on the inside of them out. All right, I need you to understand something. You're going to have to unleash the beast. Somebody drop in the comments and say, unleash the beast. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments and say, unleash the beast. If you want to have better for your life, and not only that, but become more powerful, okay, by utilizing your power that you actually have. All right, I need y'all to understand that. So number two is gonna be this, y'all. You gotta stop caring what other people think of you. Okay, you have to stop thinking. You have to stop caring what other people think of you. Listen, y'all. That's super important, because if a person's opinion controls you, or if you care about a person's opinion, that opinion not controls you. What do you mean? All right, let's just say when I was going to school, y'all, one of the things that we all cared about is our appearance. We cared about look, I told y'all I'm from the country. We care about what we wear. We care about the things that we care about our appearance. Okay, I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with taking care of how you look. You're supposed to care about your appearance. Need I say that? Okay, you are supposed to care about your appearance. But see, when you start looking at every detail, I'm talking about you start to look at every little thing. You got a piece of dust on your pants. You trying to hurry up and get it off. See, that ain't gonna cut it. You're not gonna be able to use your power by caring about what other people think of you. Okay, this is why people who are of status and people who are at a higher point in their life, they don't care about what people think about them. Some of them, all right? But case in point, if you want to be on a higher level in life, you can't care about what people think of you. Because guess what, y'all? It's going to always be somebody that says something about you. It's going to always be something. It's the story that my grandmama told me, or my granddaddy told me, right? And the moral of the story was, people are going to talk about you regardless. He said that it was a camel and it was a man, and they was walking in the desert, okay? And he said somebody stopped by him and said, why aren't you riding on that camel? You should ride there, and you should ride the camel, and you will get to your destination much faster, okay? He started riding on the camel, all right? And then somebody else rolled past and said, why are you riding on the camel? You are too heavy for that camel. So he hopped off, all right? And he kept walking. And then somebody else said something again. The case in point is, y'all, people is going to talk about you regardless. All right? People are going to talk about you regardless. Okay? And so what I'm simply saying is, you can't care about the opinions of others. See, listen, when you understand how to become master of oneself, and the only opinion that you care about is yours, yes, sir, you become dangerous. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I'm dangerous. See, when you can only care about what you think, and you don't worry about what nobody else thinks. See, everybody else's opinion becomes blah, 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 blah. That's all it is. Blah, blah, blah. I don't hear you. All right? I don't hear you. But see, most of us, we come from these environments to where we've either been picked on, we've either been, bullied, peer pressured, okay? And that kind of stick with you. You've been traumatized to where you bring this in your adulthood. So when you go to work, People who say something to you, you like, I don't want to piss off Keisha today. I don't want to piss off Rodney today, right? I don't want to piss off Bobby. See, and all that is because you're self-conscious of what someone else is thinking about you, right? It's okay to be self-conscious of what you think about yourself. It's okay to be self-conscious to what you think about yourself, but when you start caring about other people's opinions, now you putting yourself in position to not be able to use and utilize your power. So listen, in order to use your power, you're gonna have to stop caring about what other people think about you. All right, you're gonna have to. That's priority. All right. Number 3, move with supreme confidence. Okay, let me say that one more time. Move with supreme confidence. All right, Reno, what you mean by that? Explain. Whenever you walk into a room, you're going to have to move like you own that room. I ain't saying that you feel like you better than anybody. I'm not saying that you are above anybody. But any room that you move in, you're going to have to move like you own that room. When I was an Uber driver, I picked up this Caucasian guy, right? This white guy. And he actually had game. He dropped the gym, okay? Now, he was a bit obnoxious. I'm not going to lie to you. You could tell he was making a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? He was a pilot, so I think he was making I think he was making about 100K, you know what I'm saying? 100 plus, and then who knows whatever other income streams he had. But he was a bit obnoxious, but I was kind of drawn to him, right? He was magnetic because he was dropping gems as he was being obnoxious. So I was listening to the things that he was saying, right? And one of the things that he said was that he told me, he was like, listen, man, control any environment that you get in. You must be in control of any environment that you are in, right? Whether you are male or female, I think that you can take something from this. Listen, y'all, I don't take it as if he's saying, be controlling, control people. I don't think that he's saying that. What I think that he was saying was control your destiny. Be in control of you. Be in control of what you think and what you feel. Be in control of any environment, right, that you're in. See, a lot of us be going to certain environments and we're not in control, right? We're not in control. Okay, obviously, if you go inside of a plane, okay, and you 30,000 feet in the air, listen, you're not going to be in control. But if you go to a restaurant, you can be in control. You can be in control of how you carry yourself. You can be in control of how you move, right? You can be in control of the things that you say, the things that you don't say, right? Or be in control of what a person says or how you respond and react to a person. So when he told me control any environment that you in, I took it and I said, yeah, that's game. I'm going to take that. You know what I mean? So if you don't take anything else from this, I need you to move with supreme confidence. All right? You're going to have to move with supreme confidence because that confidence is what sells you. All right? That confidence is what it backs people up off of you. All right? But see, when a person knows that you're not confident, that leaves them all the room to try to manipulate you. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say, you won't manipulate me. All right? Make sure you drop in the comments and say, you won't manipulate me. See, whenever you show a person that you're insecure, uncertain and unsure of yourself, that's when they try to step in and start trying to manipulate you. All right? But I need you to understand and realize something. They can't manipulate you. Only you can allow them to, right? But whenever you are utilizing your supreme confidence, that give you access to your internal power, and they can't do nothing with you. I tell people all the time, you cannot manipulate strong-minded people. You can't. And whenever you're moving with supreme confidence, it don't matter what they got, who they are, what they say they can do for you. It don't matter what it is. Guess what? You're utilizing your power. Okay? You're utilizing your power, and nobody can take that away from you whenever you activate it. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say, activate my power. Somebody drop in the comments and say, activate my power, because that's what you're actually doing anytime you start moving within your supreme confidence. Can't nobody tell you nothing, right? And now let me say this before somebody say, somebody can tell you something. Let me say this. When I say can't nobody tell you nothing, I'm not saying that you're not open to wisdom and wise counsel, right? It says in the scripture that a fool despises wisdom. A wise man seeks counsel. So I'm not telling you not to get no wise counsel or no wisdom. That's different. Watching this video, that's what y'all are doing. But what I'm simply saying is this right here, y'all. A person can't tell you that you don't look nice today. You already know that. A person can't keep telling you, hey girl, you beautiful. And in the day that they don't tell you beautiful, you stop believing it. See, a person can't tell you that, right? Or a woman can't tell a man that, hey, you handsome. But guess what? The moment she don't tell you that you handsome, you don't believe it no more, brother. A person can't tell you that. So that's what I mean by a person can't tell you nothing. So of course, always seek counsel, wise counsel with that, and wisdom. That's okay. But a person can't tell you about yourself when you are already walking in your supreme confidence. I'm going to need you to know whose you are, all right? I'm gonna need you to know who you are and know whose you are, right? Know who you are. You a king, you a queen. Yes, sir. You somebody walking in greatness, right? And guess what? You came from the Almighty Most High. You came from the Most High. So you got to know whose you are. You was made in the image. Understand that, y'all. Number four is going to be this, y'all. You got to stay away from low vibrational people. You got to stay away from low vibrational people, y'all. I have a confession to make, all right? I got a confession to make. Listen, y'all, I understand that we got family members who go through things. I understand that we have friends, right? You know, people who we're close to, sometimes even coworkers who go through things, and it is okay, all right? Let me say this. It is okay to be there for people because life is not going to always be good, and guess what? It's going to be a time where you're going through something, and you're going to want somebody to vent to. Yes, sir. You're going to want somebody to vent to. You're going to want somebody to hear your problems. You're going to want somebody to give you some wise counsel. You're going to want somebody to help you out with solutions, with some solutions. You're going to want somebody to help you out with that, right? But if you one of these people who, you negative right now. But see, let me say this. Now I got to play God's advocate. Let me say this. There is a limitation on how much that you can take from that. And the confession that I make, y'all, is I've been there for people when they've been in their negative times, including my family, including friends. I've been there for people. So it is a balance. You want to be there for people, but you don't want to be there too much. I know that sounds contradicting, but I hope that y'all can understand what I'm saying sincerely. What I'm saying is that if they calling you 7 days a week and you talking to a negative Nancy, right? A terrible Tommy, if you talking to them every day, it's all 7 days of the week. Guess what? You're going to become negative too, and you're not going to be able to tap into your power. You're not going to be able to stay positive, because in order to tap into your power, you're going to have to be positive to an extent. You're going to have to be positive. I need you to understand that. You're going to have to be optimistic, because nothing flows to a negative person but more negativity. Yes, sir. I know I'm talking right now. So understand this, y'all. Yes, I do. So that's my confession, y'all. I have been in the realm of negative people or a negative person, and they talking about their problems on top of their problems, on top of their problems, on top of their problems, right? And I will tell you, y'all, it is contagious. Yes, it's contagious, right? You keep talking about negativity all day. Guess what? Some negative things going to happen to you. All right, energy grows where energy flows. You got to realize that. But there's nothing wrong with being there for your family and pouring into people who poured into you. So it has to be a balance, right? It can't be 7 days a week. All right, okay, cool. Let's just say your negative Nancy call you. You probably want to answer them calls once a week, no more than 2 times. No more than 2 times a week, right? Once a week, okay, cool. I'm talking about that's somebody that's close to you. They've been there for you. They love you. You love them. They just going through it, right? And it's just like it don't happen as often. But you know, when they going through something, they really going through it because they called you. I'm not talking about the person who mad at their dog, they mad at their mama, they mad at the job, they mad at their boyfriend. Everybody is a piece of you know what. Yes, sir. Everybody can go to hell. Everybody hates them. Everybody. No. That person is only going to drag you into their cyclone of negativity, right? So I say all that to say this, y'all. You have to understand that you can't be around low vibrational people, because it's only going to bring you to a low vibration, right? It's only going to bring you down lower to a low vibration. Understand something, y'all. When electricity is working, the reason why it's working is because it's at a high frequency. Electricity cannot work or operate at a low frequency. It can't. And even when the light bulbs start going down, what happens? The light begins to be dimmed. Okay, so you got to understand something. You operate very similar. Did y'all know that we're made up of, I think, 70 to 80% of water? All right, we're made up of 70 to 80% of water. All right, we're made up of so much water, which means that's why we need electrolytes within our body, okay? Because our body is electric. This is why if we get hit by electricity, the electricity can kill us because we are electric within inside ourselves, all right? Now, I ain't trying to take y'all to no science class, but what I'm simply saying is our vibrations really matter. This is why when you're on a low vibration, some things you don't even see because you're so low. You only see low things. But when you're on a high vibration, you operate, you aware, you see things, right? You can connect with certain things because you're operating at a higher frequency, a higher vibration. So I need you to realize and understand that. Stay away from low vibrational people because they'll only bring you down. It's okay to be there for certain people. It's okay to help certain people out, but you can't do this 7 days a week because they're going to only make you negative and drag you into their negative cyclone. All right? And so the last one, y'all, number 5. Number 5 is going to be this, y'all. Pray. Yes, sir. I'm going to let that sink in for a second. I need you to pray. Somebody drop in the comments and say prayer is powerful. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say prayer is powerful. Let me tell y'all what prayer has done for me, okay, before I expound on this any more and any longer, right? What prayer has done for me is allowed me to keep faith. What prayer has done for me is allowed me to have the strength of God. What prayer has done for me is allowed me to keep pushing, whether it's in my business, right? It kept me pushing when I was going through my divorce. It kept me pushing of staying positive. Listen, y'all, we live in a negative and nasty world. And in order to stay positive and in order to have a positive mindset, right? This is why I know what I do is so prevalent. What I know is so relevant. It's not irrelevant. It is very relevant. Whenever you have a positive person in your life, you want to keep them. And so what happens is with myself, y'all, the prayer that I've been putting out, it keeps me positive. It allows me to have the strength of God. That's why in the scriptures it says, toss your burdens onto me. Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. That's why it says in the scriptures, toss your burdens onto me. He's saying that, listen, I know you live in a negative system of things, a wicked system of things. Toss your burdens onto me because you can't handle it. Yes, sir, you're not going to be able to handle all these problems that's going to happen. You're not going to be able to handle all these tragedies that's happening. You're not going to be able to handle all these traumatizations. You're not going to be able to handle that. All right, you can't handle that. So what I'm simply saying is this right here, y'all. You're going to have to pray for that extra strength. You're going to have to pray for that extra outlet. You're going to have to pray, all right? But realize that faith without works is dead, okay? But you're going to have to pray. And so for me, y'all, I believe that prayer is power. All right, that's what prayer has done for me. Prayer has put me into another apartment, right? Prayer has allowed me to get another car. Prayer has allowed me to get through all this turmoil that I went through, man. I went through a lot of turmoil, going through that divorce, having to move in with a friend, right? Having to move in, with someone, and not only that, but just putting myself in position to be more vulnerable. Okay, when you move in with somebody, guess what you got to do? You pretty much is open, right? You pretty much open. They know when you're busy. They know when you're not. They see everything about you in your life, and it's tough, and it's just tough, y'all. But guess what? Prayer got me through that when I felt like I didn't have nobody. Prayer got me through that when I felt like I was giving out the gas. Prayer got me through that when I felt like committing suicide and taking myself out. Prayer got me through that. And prayer will get you through the same thing. But like I said, y'all, I'm not into the business of praying and just sitting there waiting. I don't pray and just sit there and wait. Yes, sir. What I do is I pray and I go out and put my overalls on. Okay? And I go get that work done. Yeah. That's what I do. And so I'm saying the same thing to you. Go ahead and pray. Keep sending them prayers up because when prayers go up, blessings come what? Blessings come down. Yes, sir. Somebody drop in the comments and say when prayers go up, blessings come down. Manifest that over your life. Affirm that over your life. I'm telling y'all something, y'all. I need y'all to open up y'all mind and y'all hearts because I'm talking to somebody. Okay? I need somebody to realize this, y'all. The power of prayer is powerful. Okay, and so this is how you can utilize the power that you have inside you. You don't got to go tap into nothing else. You don't got to go do no spiritual healing. You don't got to go do nothing else. You don't got to go talk to, I don't care who you are, a mind reader, right? A hand reader. You don't got to go talk to none of these individuals. All you got to do is tap in with self. You got to tap in with yourself. So I need y'all to understand that and internalize it, okay? So as I conclude this video, understand that you are powerful. You are a powerful soul. And don't allow nobody to take that away from you, take that thought away from you, or take that idea away from you. You are powerful, and nobody else can tell you that. I need you to activate this power as soon as you leave this video. I need you to activate this power as soon as you click off this video. Don't allow this to be a moment, but allow this to be a lifetime. Yes, sir. All right, so as I conclude, once again, y'all make sure y'all hit the links in my description. Check out any one of my books. 8 Steps to Self-Publishing a Successful Book, Rich Mentality, all right, Traumatized by Love, as well as Fairly Unequal. Also, be sure to check out any one of my memberships. That's my Patreon, as well as my YouTube membership. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.